Okay, I'm still outside. Before I go in, I wanted to make a statement. Number one, I don't mind when people disagree with me. Even with my friends, my so-called friends, I always agree to disagree. We can always disagree about something. And I'm always willing to learn new things. I'm always willing to have an open mind, not to look through tunnel vision. I always like to learn new things. As I said, so when people tell me something, I don't mind listening, but I don't have a habit of disagreeing with people automatically or nitpicking like some of my site trolls does. So I just wanted to make this statement. I don't mind if you tell me something that's different from what I know, but what I know is what I know. And if you can show me something that can prove me wrong, then I'm willing to listen. But for you to automatically just pick at everything I say, I know you're a troll. Especially the small, minor, petty stuff. Oh, another thing. Social Security. I went by Social Security to again to ask for my paperwork, which they still refuse to give me. And since I'm 67, I wanted to get my husband's pension since we're still married. We've been married now for 20 years. Now, when I got married, I supplied them with all that information. I gave them the copy of the marriage license, where he worked, and everything. They claim they don't have that information, so they can't give me the pension. So what I got to do tomorrow is go to Markham Courthouse and get me another marriage license. And I know they're going to try to give me some static there. You know, Markham Courthouse is notorious for giving me problems. But why don't they have the information that I supplied to them about my marriage? So obviously they don't want to give me that pension, my husband's pension money. So I'm going to make a series of videos about. Years ago, I took up computer business, accounting, business law, auditing, because I wanted to be assistant to a CPA, certified public accountant. So I took the course up, and I did pretty well. I had to take up computer programming. I got A+. I got an A+ in business law. I was a pretty good student. So I want to make a series of videos about people at the top that's getting paid about these businesses. My family is involved, but the people that really controlling are the elite, the people at the very top, the businesses and everything else. Now, I always tell people to do their research, and God has said these merchants is using this sorcery that they are in the system. You can't sell or buy without being in the satanic system. So I need to show you. I made plenty of videos about how the products we buy are contaminated, how the products we buy don't last, they're meant to wear out real quick. But I want to give you a little history. In fact, I'll give you a little right now. Years ago, in the early, I think 1918 or 20 or something, right before the Depression, a lot of people, a lot of men were picketing these companies. These companies been here around for years and years, who was part of that slavery deal, who used slaves to establish themselves and to get ahead. When slavery ended, they started using everybody else as slaves. They turned everybody else into a slave. So they were hiring men, basically men, and they were working long hours. They was working under horrendous conditions. Now these people were white. These were white men. So if a company can turn white people into slaves and everybody else, then they have no problem making everybody else, any other nationality, a slave. So Dabu 77 said, this is a slave planet. Of course it is, because it's controlled by the elite, who don't want to pay anything for people that work for them. But I don't know if I made this video before, but I'll have to go over it again. But these companies, when the men start picketing about working, no lunch breaks, no breaks at all, they have their law enforcement, the police, back there then, the shoot, to kill the picketers, the people who were outside their businesses demonstrating. So the only reason that they stopped was because of public opinion. The media got involved and reported all the killings. So the only reason these companies changed these practices were because the laws and ordinances that were put in place. They didn't change on their own out of the goodness of their heart. And what they did, they went underground. Now they bring all these people to the United States. All these different Mexicans, they brought the Vietnamese here, they brought the other immigrants here, and they basically brought them over here, gave them cheap houses, gave them used cars, and they used them as slaves because they bought everything off in taxes. They found all kind of loopholes. The ones that they didn't use in other countries, because as we know, all these big businesses really wind up going to other countries where the labor was cheap and they can get away without paying any taxes. Like Uber and all these other companies find all loopholes. They don't pay any taxes here in the United States. And they were having picketers killed, as I said. The men on the picket line killed. So public opinion changed that because we had better media then. But the businesses now have control of the media because no media is reporting on atrocities that's happening in the workplaces now. And just recently I was on the bus, and this girl was on the bus, and she was saying that the company she worked at, she didn't say no name, but she said they just came through a lawsuit because the Mexicans they had there filed a class action lawsuit against them because they were underpaying them. They had them working all this time, and they didn't pay them. They were just giving them houses and used cars. So the Mexicans were saying, if you pay us right, we can buy our own houses. We can buy our own cars. Now this happened in the early part of this year. So I wanted to go over a little history about some of the atrocities, like the people years ago that made Similac, that milk baby formula, how earlier in the 80s, I think, they found that the milk was unsafe, it wasn't healthy, that in fact it was harmful. And you know this Illuminati, they don't like kids, no way. They don't like babies, they'll sacrifice any babies. But the Similac was making the baby sick, so, and killing them. Some babies were dying. So the people maker of this milk did not stop making the milk. What they did was they took it and sold it in other countries. Really, you hear me? Even though they know it was the same formula, they sold it to other countries. So these businesses that's controlled at the top are still doing the same thing they've been doing all this time. Well, I'm gonna end that episode of the about business, but I'm gonna make a series of videos about business. Bye bye, guys. Stay prayerful, be prepared, be aware, be informed.